Hello everyone, welcome back to tutorial. Welcome back to ERE Stitches YouTube channel. Hope people are doing well. If today is your first time of coming across this beautiful channel, please do me a favor to subscribe. Click on that subscribe button and don't forget to put on the notification bell so that you'll be among the first people to be notified anytime I upload any content. So today we are going to do the part 3 of this backpack. We have done the part 1, which is the cutting tutorial. The part 2 is when we started the sewing tutorial, and this is the part 3, the conclusion of the everything about this bag. So if you have not watched part 1 and part 2, do me a favor to watch it before you watch it so that you can understand what I'm saying here. But I will try to link the part 1 and part 2 video link to this one so that it will be easy for you to locate it. And also don't forget to share my videos, like my videos. Just share it to any of your social media handle to support me in this my YouTube work. So without taking your time, let's get started. I've cut out the back. This is the back with 2 linings. I said I'll cut 2 linings. This is the 2 linings. So for this back, now I'm going to sew my handle to it. You sew any handle of your choice. I'm using this handle for it, so I'm going to sew it here. Then I'm also going to sew my belt this side and also this side. I hope you are seeing it. This side will be like this. So that's what I'm going to do at this back now. Then for the gusset, I've cut out the gusset. This is for the bigger compartment down. The wideness is 6 inches. This is for the smaller compartment down. The wideness is 2 inches. I also cut lining for the 2. This is lining for the 2. I'll put it aside. So this is the up gusset, the bigger compartment up gusset. The wideness is 5.5 inches, and if you look at it, I've marked a line here. From this point I measured 1.5 inches. That means from here to here is 4 inches. So I'm going to cut it out because this is where the zip will be, while the handle, I will sew the handle on this side. I also cut lining for it. So this is the smaller compartment up gusset. So what I have here is 1.5 inches, the wideness. The length, I've already told you the length before, so the wideness is 1.5 inches. So now I'm going to sew my zip clothes. I will start sewing the zip clothes now. So now I'll bring my lining. This is the lining. I'll bring my zip cloth. This is the zip cloth. I'll put it, the wrong side of my zip cloth will face my lining. Then I'll bring my gusset. This is for the smaller compartment. I will place it this way and sew it down. After sewing it down, I'll flip it over and top stitch on it. What I did here is what I'm going to do on this one. This is the one I cut out from the upper gusset big compartment. What I just did here now is what I will do on this one. Now I'm done sewing my zip clothes. This is it now. So I'm going to keep one outside. This one now, I'll bring my lining. This is the right side of my lining. Then I'll put the zip cloth, this side that I've not sewn anything. I'll put it on the lining this way. So I will bring this one that I sewed my handle on. I will put it, this place is the back. This place I tape is going to be the back of the bag. So that means this side that I did not tape is what I will sew on this zip cloth. I'll just turn it like this, then place it on the zip cloth together with the lining. I will sew it down. After sewing it, I will flip it over and top stitch. When you are sewing, please make sure that your leather are equal. Your two leathers are equal before you start sewing. Okay guys, you can see I'm done sewing the zip cloth together now. I've also fixed the zip head. On this small compartment, I've also fixed the zip head. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my lining to sew it together. My down gusset and my upper gusset, I'm going to sew it together now. So I'll place it on the lining this way. You see the upper gusset is on the lining, so I'll bring the down gusset, which is this. I'll place it on it. I will sew the three together. That's lining, upper gusset and down gusset. I'll sew it together. I'll come to this side, bring the three together this way, arrange it very well and sew. After sewing it, I'll turn it to the right side and top stitch it round. What I did here is what I'm going to do on this smaller compartment. Okay, now I'm done joining the gusset. This is what I have, both the big compartment and the small compartment. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to notch it and we now sew it to the body of the bag. So now we'll bring the point, we join the leather together, we bring it together this way for us to be able to notch it. Bring it together, notch it, turn it to the other side, do the same thing, bring it together, make sure it's together, notch. Okay, I'm done sewing my handle and my belt on the back leather. Now I'm going to pick one of the lining. I'll pick one. Then I placed my leather on top. Then I will use my piping cord and pipe it round. I always start my piping from the center down here. At this point, you notch it, then pipe it round. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to pipe it round. If you want to pad it, you can also put foam inside it before you sew it round. So now I'm going to get the back. This is the back. I'm sewing this big gusset to the back. So remember I told you that this is the back. So I'm going to turn it to the wrong side now. So the notch point, I will match the notch point with the notch point on the back. If you have not notched the back, you fold it and notch it also. When you fold it, you make sure that the down is together. This way. You see what I did? Then I'm going to notch it now. So after notching the down part, you also bring the two joint points together and notch the upper gusset. Make sure that the joint points are together. You notch it here, turn it this way, make sure that the joint point is together. You also notch it here. So now I'm going to sew it to the back leather. So now I'm going to sew this side that has this belt is what I will sew to my back. First I have to turn it to the wrong side. I'm turning it to the wrong side. So I will bring the notch points together. Bring the notch points together and peg it. I'll peg it down. So I'll come down here and also bring the notch points together. Then I'll go to my machine now and stitch it round. As you sew, you arrange it and sew it round. That's what I'm going to do on this. So now the small gusset, this one for the small compartment, I'm sewing it on the front leather. So I'll put it also midpoint to midpoint. I will also put it here midpoint to midpoint and stitch it round. After sewing it, you see what I did here? This is the midpoint for this. So I'll put it will face the midpoint here. I will sew it round. After sewing it round, I will tape it at once, including the back. I will tape it at once. So this is it now after turning it to the right side. So the next thing now, we'll bring the lining that we cut out before. We fold the lining into two to notch it. Fold it into two and notch it. So after notching it to get the middle, we are going to sew it. Notch it up and down. So I'm going to put it here now, this way. You match the two notch points down and also match the one up and stitch it round. That's what I will do now. I'm going to stitch it round. So I'm done sewing my lining. This is what I have. So now we're going to join the two together. Just to carry this one, put it inside the back this way, match the two midpoints together, match it together, match the up and sew it round. After sewing it round, I will tape it at once. Okay guys, I'm done sewing it and also taping it. So now we are going to open it to see what our bag look like. So we open from this point. So this is our bag now. This is the back and this is the front. This is the front. So this is the bag now. This is the front. This is the side. This is the base. And this is the back. So if you have watched to this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so to support me. Like my videos, share my videos. Thank you for watching till the end. God bless you all. See you in our next tutorial.